Wow, I just finished reading 21 Lessons for the 21st Century. It was really insightful.
Whoa, are you serious, Ishani? But you started reading this book last night, if I'm not wrong. How do you finish reading one book in one day?
Well, it is because reading is my passion, Mayank.
Oh, but I too love reading. How do I know if reading is my passion too?
Then let me tell you the stories of my four friends. And then you can decide for yourself. She is my friend Fatima, and she is a fashion designer by profession. And she is passionate about designing clothes. She's always thinking of new designs, patterns, and how she can add her own flavor to the old designs. Often she is unable to sleep at night because she wants to come up with that unique design idea. And every day she would get up early with a lot of excitement to do more research and plan her designs. It makes her feel really good and proud of herself. Now remember these details. I am moving on to my next friend. He is Marco. Although he is a software developer by profession, but he loves cooking. He has just begun his journey in cooking. He tries to use his creativity and put his own dash of originality into his dishes. But so far, he only knows about some Indian and Chinese dishes. Is cooking his passion too? Let's wait and hear about my other friends before we come to a conclusion. Meet my friend Ayush. He is a senior administrator in his office. He is really very good at handling and managing office administration. No one can beat him in that. Hence, his salary is also very high and he also gets extra perks and benefits. But is Ayush happy about it? Well, let's ask him.
Ishani, I want to get out of here. I feel so exhausted. I don't even feel like waking up in the morning because it would mean going back to office listening to the chatter of the boss and the colleagues.
Now let us talk about my friend Chandrika. She is into social service. She works in an NGO and serves the homeless children. At the end of the day, she feels satisfied with her work and herself. However, her income is not so high. And finally, I want to tell you about my friend Yash. He is crazy about video games. He would play all day and all night, and he is pretty good at it too. But unfortunately, Yash has been fired from his job and is usually unemployed most of the year. Would you call video games his passion? Now, before we move on, I want to talk about the Ikigai Japanese model. It means a reason for being. This is used to find one's passion or purpose in life. Now there is a twist to this model with a new comprehensive approach, but you should first know what Ikigai is. So if there is something you love doing and are good at, it is your passion. If you are good at something and are paid for, then it is your profession. While if there is something you love doing and the world needs it, it becomes your mission. And if there is something that the world needs and you are paid for the same, then it is your vocation. And as per the model, we want to be at the Ikigai point, to live a more worthy life. However, there are a few things that the model doesn't answer. So I have come up with my own passion analysis chart. Here you can see that the first column mentions the names of my friends. The second one is about their activities that we just saw a short while back. such as cooking, fashion designing, and so on. The third one is about whether they are good at it or not. The fourth one is about whether they love doing it or not. The fifth column is creativity quotient, which is to find out if the activity involves something creative. The sixth column is to draw conclusion about whether it is passion. And the final column is to see if that is where we want to be or not. Now let us analyze this chart. Fatima is definitely passionate about fashion designing because the first three columns answer yes. She is good at fashion designing. She loves doing it, and definitely fashion designing involves creativity. Now if we look at Marco's situation, he loves cooking but he is not an expert. But he has a creativity quotient. Hence he falls into the potentially passionate category because he can reach the expert level over time and achieve the passion category. Now, are these two situations desirable? Of course, we definitely want to be at either of these places. Ayush, on the other hand, is an expert at his work. However, he hates doing it, and there is less scope or negligible scope of creativity. So his work falls into the category of profession. Chandrika again is good at her work. She loves doing it, and it has a creativity quotient because she is creating lives. So social work is Chandrika's passion. Now the case of Yash is an interesting one.
Yes, that is what I was wondering. He is good at video gaming and loves doing it. Then why is it not his passion?
It is because there is no creativity quotient. He is not creating anything, rather, he is consuming it. He is consuming the entertainment that he is receiving out of playing video games. Whenever an activity is of consumption nature and it is harming your health or day-to-day activities, it becomes an addiction. In case of Yash, he has been losing his jobs every few months. So we don't want to be where Yash is or where Ayush is, because for Ayush it is just a job which he hates doing. But it is desirable to be where Chandrika is because there is always a scope of increasing your income with time whenever you are following your passion. So in a nutshell, these three columns should be in the affirmative for an activity to be your passion. Hope you are now able to find answer to your question, Mayank.
Wow, Ishani, that means I fall into the second category, that is potentially passionate.
Definitely, Mayank. And remember, a person can have more than one passion. For example, I love reading books and also creating videos. And I'm also crazy about cooking. Well, the level of expertise might vary, but nevertheless, I am passionate about these things because it makes me feel good and there's a level of satisfaction in me.
But how do I know if I have other passions too?
Indeed, a very good question, and what people keep looking an answer for. And I would say one has to start exploring life. How would you know if something is exciting for you unless you try it? So start learning something new today and never stop learning, because Albert Einstein had once said, "Once you stop learning, you start dying."